Welcome back to an episode of Solid Concrete, where I give you stories about not so much how construction's built, but what goes on in construction and the shit that I've seen. So, try to keep you guys entertained, so let's get it. So, today I'm going to talk about injuries if I didn't specifically get into it last time or in the previous video. If I mentioned it before, my bad. But injuries happen all the time. And a lot of time, guys just won't report it, won't say nothing, just deal with it. You see a motherfucker walking to work with a crooked thumb, and it's like, how'd that happen? Oh, I fucking got hit by the equipment or something. Keep working. That can tie into A, I don't want to lose my job. B, I don't want to sit at home and collect workman's comp, which is like half your pay, not even anything. And a lot of guys, they use, so, they don't want to get drug tested, right? So they just keep doing their thing. And, but yeah, so the first one I can come up with is stupid, yo. Stupid. That's how I would chalk up a lot of these fucking injuries. It's just pure stupidity. When you're cutting wood, you cut behind the saw. You don't, and on top of that, you keep your hand away from it, from where it's going to end up. This fucking guy had his hand underneath the 2x4, his hand on the saw, so like this, and he's cutting this way. Doesn't take a fucking genius to know what happened. He's holding the wood, the 2x4s, and then vroom. This fucking guy cut like 2 or 3 or 4 fingers off, clear off. Guy had one of the guys, I believe a mechanic was with him. One of the guys, named Enzo, was with him, or somebody else. But regardless, this fucking guy cut all his fingers off and had to put this shit in the bag. If y'all don't know, you gotta, once you lose your fingers or any limb, you want to put that shit in a cold bag ASAP with some ice and a little bit of water. But yeah, fucking idiot. That's what I chopped that down to. Fucking idiot. And another incident I can come up with, if I had not mentioned it before, was this actually sucked. So you had these mechanics working in the yard, and this dude who played semi-professional football, I chalked it up with him a couple times. He wasn't out in the field. He was just mainly at the mechanic shop. And so apparently, he's standing there. I guess they had picked up a beam, which is this huge steel, just call it a huge steel bar, that looks like an eye. Got the hooks on it. You throw hooks on it. You move it over from side to side using the crane. There might have been making room to put equipment or whatever. And sure enough, the fucking brake on that crane failed. I would chalk it up to bad maintenance, which is ironic because they're at the maintenance shop. But at the end of the day, you complain, say something to management, and the only way that shit gets done is if they approve that fix anyway. So you can complain, and nothing will get done. Most of y'all know how that works in any type of job form. So anyway, he picks up this beam, and the guy may not have, he shouldn't have been standing there, but regardless, the fucking brakes fail. Wham! Falls right on his fucking steel toe boot. And if anything, now, steel toe boot will protect you from getting tripped, something falls in your foot, nothing major, but it'll protect your foot, your toes. But in the case of this I-beam, which fucking weighs like a ton, 2 tons, whatever the case may be, if that hits your steel toe, that steel toe is cutting your toes off. Boom. Cuts his toes off. I hear about the report. I'm like, oh shit. His toes are off. His toes are like what? Broken what? Nah, they cut like 3 toes off. Career is done. His semi-professional career was done after that. And I think he tried to sue, but from what I hear, the reports were switched around to where that crane wasn't used and it was a different crane that was working. He got nothing out of it. So goodbye job. Goodbye fucking any workman's comp. Goodbye no lawsuit, nothing. Right? So boom. That sucks. So I'm gonna keep this quick. I got injuries about myself, very simple. We're driving pile. When you're driving pile and removing old seawall, you got to pull the old piles out. And in this case, when you're pulling the old piles out, you got the rebar sticking out. You got the shit that breaks. You pull them out the water, and sometimes you won't get the whole pile out. And in this case, I'm swimming in the water because I'm trying to do my work in there. And then all I hear is a slice underwater. Now, when you're underwater, you can hear everything. If something pierces your skin, a fucking nail goes in your head. That's happened multiple times to me. You hear it. It's like a pop. Man, I got out that water and bro, like a fucking cut this big, fucking sliced my leg wide open. It was fucking like all red and you can see the white meat, and then but later on you saw how green it turned. It was disgusting. But you go to work the next day, tape that shit up, boom, disgusting. I might have just got my tetanus shot, luckily for me. So, but one time I'm in the water driving pile, and sure enough, I have my phone in my pocket, dumb as fuck, probably one of the first phones that I had that was a touch screen, whatever. And I'm driving pile and I'm sitting on this float. This float's going like this, fucking waves going by. The leads get away from me. So I'm thinking in my head, I can go in the water, but then I'm like, fuck my phone. So I jump, and then I miss, slip, whatever. I hit my shit on this fucking sharded razor metal bar, and then I split my leg wide the fuck open. I'm bleeding. I end up blacking out, and then sure enough, taped my shit up, woke up, whatever, drank some water, went into work the next fucking day. But that's how it is out there, man. So I'm gonna cut this video short. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay solid, stay blessed, stay concrete.